Now we're going to talk about a topic I call the real estate of the page. Everybody knows in English, we read left to right, and we read top to bottom, right? I mean, your resume doesn't start at the bottom, and that's just not how the English language works. Because of that, there is real estate value to the page. If this is my resume, the top third of the page is the most valuable real estate there is. Because if that's not persuasive, if that's not effectively and efficiently showing the value you have to offer, if you're not liking what you see here, you're not reading it here, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about the top of the first page, because if you set the right tone there, people are going to keep reading, and the further they read, the more value they're going to see. So let's talk about the summary section of your resume. As I've already said, towards the top of the resume, you have to let them know the job you're applying for. But underneath that, you want a summary paragraph. You want something that briefly summarizes the value you have to offer. This presentation I started by saying, here's my name, here's my company, here's what I can do for you. But if I just jumped into job objective and career history, it wouldn't be as effective a speech. You need to introduce somebody to your qualifications. So a paragraph, if you think about what are the 5 or 6 skills I have. I'm a good communicator, I work well with others. You want to identify the core skills you bring to the table. And then you want to combine them with business value. So if you say you're a great communicator, that's nice. But if you can say, because of my communication, teams run better. Customers like us better. More people know about us. You've taken a skill and you've shown, here's what I do, here's how it can benefit a potential employer. The best summaries are a combination of a couple of core skills and a couple of ways those skills can benefit you. It's a much warmer opening. And if you started by showing, here's how my skills can benefit you, you're more likely to listen. A specific example, if you're a good communicator, do you make teams better? If you're hardworking, what's the value of that hard work? Does the hard work make your business grow? Does it achieve results? Blending these skills with employer value makes the summary really, really effective. You may also find underneath that summary paragraph that you want to list some of the core skills that you have to offer. A communicator, problem solver, networking. If you look at ideal postings, you're going to see the type of terms they're looking to see, and including a list of those can be value. I'm sure other people have talked about applicant tracking systems and the technological aspects of today's job search. A brief list of those core skills will improve your score with applicant tracking systems. So it's another way to make it more readable for humans and also for the machines involved in today's hiring market. One last note on summaries. You don't want to tell somebody too much. If your summary is 15 lines, 20 lines, it's probably too long. How do you tell if you're going on too long in the introduction? I suggest read it aloud. If you're giving a speech, you read it aloud first, and you try and hear the places where it goes a little stale, or you're going a little too long, or you're giving too many details. So with any part of your resume, if you want to judge how persuasive is it, try and read it to yourself, because you will hear when you get bored about hearing about your own details. That's just a little test you can try yourself to make sure that your resume is working at a high level.